Alright guys, welcome to another video. We have another testimony for you guys. I'm really excited for this one. We have Tishani here who's going to basically tell us how she found the program, and yeah, so we'll go on to that. And so Tishani, it's great to be here with you. And would you just like to sum up the 6-month program before we go on to other questions and things like that?
Yeah, of course. Hi, everyone. So my name is Tishani. I'm 19 years old, and I have just finished the 6-month program with High Carb Health. It was the hardest thing that I've ever been through in my life, but it was the best thing that I ever did, and I was able to regain my health. So it was fantastic.
Awesome. That's really good to hear. So what was your situation before you found us, and what sort of treatments had you have done when you were diagnosed with UC, and how did you find it before compared to now and also during the program?
Yeah, so last year in April, I had 6 weeks of bloody diarrhea where my health was deteriorating quite quickly. I was really unwell. I was losing weight. I was lethargic. I was going to the toilet 20 times a day, couldn't sleep. I was just going downhill very quickly, so I was admitted into hospital. And after a sigmoidoscopy, they diagnosed me with mild ulcerative colitis. They put me on intravenous steroids while I was in the hospital and sent me home with Mesavant. So the day that I was sent home, I took 4 Mesavant that morning in the hospital. I was discharged, came home, was feeling funny, and then later that night I actually lost my vision. My body broke out into a red bloody rash. Yeah. I had a migraine. I didn't know what was happening. Rushed back to the hospital. They said, okay, you're allergic. I was freaking out. I didn't know what was going on. It was the scariest thing I'd ever been through in my life. Then the doctors said, all right, we'll leave it. We'll see what happens. No Mesavant. And I went on to oral steroids. And then as soon as I finished, as soon as they weaned me off and I was off the steroids, I flared up again. And that was worse. Back into the hospital. It was now getting worse, another flare-up. And it was now moderate ulcerative colitis.
Yep.
And they, tried enemas. They tried all these other things. Then I was put on to 6-MP, mercaptopurine, and steroids as well. That also made me super sick. I wasn't metabolizing it correctly, and my liver was getting affected and damaged. To try and counteract that, they put me on a gout tablet to try and get things working, which made me even worse. And I also tried a lot of natural therapies as well, so naturopath, curcumin, all that kind of stuff, which was good in the sense that it was helping the symptoms, but it was still there.
Yeah. And did the doctors say anything about diet in your case? Did they mention that you need to change what you eat, having a digestive disease?
Well, at first they said diet has nothing to do with it, which never ever sat well with me and my family. They did send a nutritionist, a dietitian to us, who spoke about eating everything white to block me up. So white pasta, white rice, breads, all of that processed stuff to try and stop the diarrhea and essentially block me up, which never sat right with me. And we completely disregarded it because that just did not make sense.
Normally it's stay away from carbs, but they obviously want you to eat carbs, which is strange, but it's not the right type of carbohydrate that you want to be, they were advising. So,
okay.
Wow, that's a bit of a journey that you've been through, with all the meds and stuff. So, I think we'll get onto this a little bit more later on. But why did you decide to join our program? I think we'll talk to your dad about that soon. But what made you join us? And what initiated that?
Well, I was so sick. I was at the point where I just didn't know what to do. And being told that this was something I'd have to live with for the rest of my life, that flare-ups would be the norm, that that's just what I'd have to go through, that just didn't sit well with me. I couldn't accept the fact that there was absolutely nothing that could be done. And because I was in such a small bracket of people that, the Mesavant didn't work, the Mercaptopurine wasn't working, they were going to bring out the big guns on me. And we just thought, nah, there has to be another way. So my dad did research, and that's when he stumbled across High Carb Health. And it was godsend really, because, there was no bells and whistles. There was just two people with good hearts trying to help other people.
Oh, that's yeah. We'll get onto that as well, but later when we talk to your dad. But yeah, thanks for those kind words. So, how did you find the program then? So you started with us after having no hope from the doctors. You started with us, and we obviously told you, we gave you some guidelines and things. And how did you find it at first? And tell us how you went through the journey and up until now. So
I started, I think it was just after Christmas or just before Christmas, so end of last year. It was hard. I was scared. I mean, so many people had said to me, things will be okay, and this will work. So I was scared, but we started up juicing, smoothing, and I love the fact that it was all natural. It was food. And I remember you always telling me that the body can heal itself. And I think also my mindset, sometimes I would veer off track and I'd be scared and I'd Skype you and you'd always be there. And that was the big thing across the whole 6 months, was the fact that you're not alone. I had so much support from you and Shakul. I could email you anytime. I could Skype you, and you would really give me not only tips with the food, which is great, but also how to get my mind on track and how to kind of go through the ebbs and flows of feeling unwell, healing, being scared, feeling better, until I got to a point where it was much more stable, and then I was getting much better. So overall, the 6 months was really hard, especially the first 2 to 3 months with the healing crisis. That was scary. I had fevers, I had boils on my body. It was full on. But yeah, like all of that now is just a distant memory. It's just to how I feel now. I've got my life back.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And just talk us through how you felt, and when you are going through those tough times, some people can obviously go into that victim mentality and go, I can't do this, I can't do that, and like that doubt starts creeping in. And I've always said this to you, even before you start, you kind of have to get worse before you get better. And how did you feel about that, and what techniques, should I say, did you use to get over that feeling of doubt, and who reassured you, or what made you pull through, kind of thing?
Well, I have to say my parents, if I didn't have parents who supported me and were 100% with me in this, it wouldn't have gone as well. My mum was fortunate to have a lovely manager, Amy, at the time, who let her take almost 2 months off work, and Mum was with me every second of every day. She would juice for me when I couldn't get out of bed. She'd carry me to the toilet when I couldn't go. She was really my rock, and my dad as well. He was there for me, and they were constantly reassuring me that things would be okay. The three of us believed in it so much that there was, even when doubt creeped in, and it does creep in. I mean, we're human and we get scared. Just being positive and sticking together as a family, and having all that love around you, it really helps you push through those tough times. And having someone like you as well being there, I remember one night we got really scared, and it was like 10:30 at night or something, and you're in New Zealand, so it was even later. And I was like, Sham, I need to talk to you. And I remember you like came out of your bedroom really quiet and you're like, everyone's asleep, and we were chatting. And things like that really helped when the doubt creeped in.
Yeah, well, I think that support is really important, and I think we say that a lot. That you make sure you have some good support. Make sure that your family reads the information that we give you, so that they understand what's going on with your body. So that's a really key point. I think your parents are lovely people, and it's been great to talk to them over the 6 months as well. And we'll obviously have a chat to them soon. But what is your life like now? Are you on any medication? Have you been on any medication since the 6 months? And what is your life like now, basically?
So, not on any medication. I have not taken a pill or anything since Christmas time. And I have my life back. No rushing to the toilet, no urgency, no feeling sick. I can do things that I didn't think I would ever be able to do because my mind was being conditioned to, limited life, flare-ups are norm, all that kind of stuff. And I'm just really, really happy. I'm just at a point where I'm really happy.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's really good to hear. And so what advice would you give to other people if they were watching this video, maybe just like yourself at one point, what advice would you give them, and what would you tell them?
Well, if you're watching now and you're suffering with ulcerative colitis or a health problem that's really bad, definitely give high carb health a try. There's absolutely nothing to lose, absolutely nothing. And you'll have so much support. I know it's scary. I was there. I was scared. And even though it was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, I was able to regain my health. And that's just invaluable. So definitely do it. You will not regret it.
Definitely. And I think, Tishani, you need a massive pat on the back because, we do support you, and we are there for you. But in the end, you do all the hard work. You're the one who's healing your body. So I think you've done a fantastic achievement, healing yourself and getting through all those tough times. And you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You're seeing it now. I said that to you so many times that you'll get there, and you have got there. And just all ups to you for getting to where you are now. And it's been an amazing journey working with you, and we're friends now, so it's really cool.